trying to loosen up before I hit the streets. I noticed that Rixta was streaming right now. I was wondering if maybe he would want to play me, since he's going to be on ELeague. I'm so excited for that. I'm not involved at all, by the way. I don't know if you guys are like, either maybe some people are thinking like, either people are thinking, oh, ELeague is doing a Tekken series, Aris must be involved. Those people are wrong. And there could be some other people thinking, well, they haven't announced that Aris is involved yet, but I'm sure he's gonna be like a guest. Well, I'm telling you now, I'm not involved. I have nothing to do with that shit. I don't know anything about it either, so I'm just as excited about it as far as being a Tekken fan as anyone else is. Because I don't know who's in it, or I didn't until they revealed it and all that, the rest, you know. I don't know what Tasty Steve is going to be riding on. Last time Tasty Steve was riding on Shaquille O'Neal. Who knows what he's going to be riding? Vivica Fox? Some other weird celebrity from the 90s? I don't know. Jesus. I'm excited. I had to take my jacket off. I'm getting so turned up over it. Bill Pullman? Erykah Badu? He's gonna be sitting on top of her head? Damn. This shit's getting pretty crazy. You guys got quite the imagination on Monday. Erykah Badu? Alright, I'll give it up. Erykah Badu is starting an esports team?
Thank you.
And Tasty Steve's riding on top of her head, huh? I can't wait to watch ELeague. It's gonna be so sick, dude. Do you know how nervous these people are gonna be? I feel like someone's gonna do something stupid. I hope not, but they could. I hope someone doesn't do something stupid. I don't know what they could do.
Thank you.
Maybe be so angry. Who could be... Hey, who's on ELeague? Oh, man. Hearts are gonna get broken, dude. On TV, dude? Are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna restream it. I don't even want to get involved with that shit. It's too esports for me to even fuck with, you know? But I might do like a... I'll watch it, and you guys can watch it with me. Like I'll do an IRL stream. When is that shit? Next Saturday? Who's commentating? I think it's the ELeague crew. Rip, Tasty Steve, Sajam. I don't know the rest by name, but you know, the usual suspects. Yeah, I'm excited, man. There's a lot on the line. This is high stakes shit. This is high stakes shit, and there's potential for butts to get hurt. There's already, the shit hasn't even started and butts are hurt. People are butthurt they didn't get invited. People are butthurt that people who got invited are not good enough or whatever. You know, it's like music to my fucking ears, dude. This is like beautiful music to my ears. I'm loving it. I'm a hummingbird right now. I'm a hummingbird and I'm floating and I'm loving it. It's beautiful. People are butthurt and it hasn't even started. And once it starts, people are gonna be even more butthurt. It's gonna be sick. That's just one person? That's not true. I've heard many people complain. Either complain or there are some people that are like, you know, hey, congrats, you know, but you can feel it in their, you know, tone where it's like, all right, he says congrats, but inside he's butthurt. You know what I mean? You don't need to say it for me to hear it. You feel me? I think Kawaii Face Miles is a good choice too. I think it's an obvious good choice, right? That's like on-screen presence. You're gonna get death by Snoo Snoo if she beats you. That's some good ass made for TV. Death by Snoo Snoo. That's a good choice. Without question. And everyone knows it. I think it's a good choice. And Poke Chop, a great choice. I really wish Kill a 6 was in. Who else is in? Hey, you guys remind me who's in. Rixta's in. I think Rixta's a good choice. Who else is in? Wayne Gamble, Cody Vu, Speed Kicks, all good choices. Anakin, obvious choice. Jimmy J. Tran, great choice. Cuddlecore, also a good choice. What's his name? Joey Fury, great choice. He deserves it for sure. Killa 6 dropping the N-bomb on TV. Well, I mean, you don't need to put a microphone on him. Majin's in? I was wondering about that. Ooh, Mateo being in is very interesting. Representing the Midwest. You know, he's always like a really skilled player out of that region. And you know, they always try and keep it smooth across the, oh god, I almost broke something. Across the board when it comes to, you know, diversity of cream cheese location across the US. So he's a good rep for the Midwest. If you ask me, he's a good player. Plus, once again, if you lose to Mateo, very similar situation, death by Snoo Snoo. He's not, you know, not as easy on the eyes as Miles, but you know, he's a big bird. Mateo's a big bird too. He's like fucking 10 feet tall. That guy's a giant, and he dresses like fucking Dennis the Menace or some shit. He dresses like a kid. I didn't know they made Star Wars The Return of the Jedi t-shirts that big. That shit's gonna be tight, man. I can't wait to watch these guys on TV. Oh, man. It's gonna be awesome. Who else is in? Who else that we didn't talk about? Victim of Ritual is in? I figured he wasn't, though he totally should be. Victimo F Ritual is, I mean, dude, I'm the hesitant of his fan club now. Did you see that shit against Speed Kicks? That was so clutch. Nina is not easy to use. That shit was mad clutch. It's so awesome.
Thank you.
Shadow 20Z. That's the guy who beat Saint at Strong Style. Now, you know what's the funny thing about Shadow 20Z? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only heard of him, and the first time I've ever really paid close attention was when he beat Saint at Strong Style, right? But he was already invited to ELeague by that point. It's not like he was invited to ELeague after he beat Saint. So, in a way, Shadow 20Z is hella lucky that he put himself on the map by beating Saint after being invited to ELeague. Because had he not done that, I think a lot of people would have been like, who the hell is this guy? But now you can be like, you don't know that guy? He beat Saint. And everyone's going to be like, oh, I know Saint. Nobody beats Saint. So now it's like, oh shit, this is the guy that beat Saint, right? So, good strat. I like it. He pulled through and in the clutch, gave himself some credentials. So that's cool. Who else was left? Spirojin. I'm a big fan of his. I gotta be honest. I love his Eddie, but I don't like Paul. I don't like his Paul. Not because it's not good, but I feel like every time he picks Paul, it's because he has a bad matchup with Eddie, right? And it just doesn't feel right to me. Because he's so good with Eddie, I almost feel like he would do better if he would just stick with his guns. Eddie is a pretty wild character. Though he's kind of unsafe, I feel like, I don't know, he just doesn't, I mean, I'm always rooting for him, of course, But I'm a bigger fan of his Eddie than his Paul, is what I'm saying. Even though he's had some amazing clutch moments. 2 years ago at Nationals with those crazy death fists, that was crazy. But his Eddie is really dope. Brawl Pro is also another very good player.
I like watching Jending.
Hey, Smoothie Spider, thanks. And Ghost of Marn's Diet, thanks for the resub. Mr. Noble and Heliostar, what up, man? Thanks very much, everybody. Tri-Sticks, The Stove, MJN, and Coheed, thanks. And Phantom XL, thanks again. Brawl Pro is very good. I think Brawl Pro is underrated. Underrated, but I think he also maybe underperforms to his potential at times. Also, he doesn't have enough traveling experience, which many people lack that. Same with Shadow 20Z, I would imagine. Oh, you know who else I think is like that? Magnificent. I feel like Magnificent and probably Cuddlecore too. Like they're very, very good players, and they bring this playstyle to the table that's like their region has produced this like gem, right? So this is the region, and this is the gem of a Tekken player that it's produced. But every region is gonna have its own kind of flavor of Tekken player. And the way a Tekken player becomes, like, ascends from like a regional champion level player to a national champion level player, the way you do that is you start traveling a lot and you start absorbing the styles of the gems from other regions into your playstyle. You start incorporating that style. So then your playstyle, though it was like grown in one region of the United States, now it's become more diverse and it's kind of more prepared to deal with more opponents. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just a matter of more traveling, just more in general. They're on their way. All these players are really good, you know? Every one of them is like, to some degree, super talented. It's just that they're all, you know, they're on their way. When we're catching them in the middle, like, it just started, right? It hasn't even been a year yet since this game has come out on console. So a lot of these players, they're trying to get good, and it's not up to them when ELeague is. They're on their journey, right? ELeague came out of the sky, and they're like, hey, be there or be square. Atlanta, Georgia, March 3rd or whatever the fuck it is. Bring your skills, because you got to play on TV. So a lot of these players are really great players, but we just caught them on their way to becoming super great players, right? So they're going to bring their A game, and they're also going to bring their nerves, and they're going to bring their clutch. But, I mean, in the end, you have to remember that players like Anakin, for example, or Joey Fury, or even someone like Wayne Gamble, they're going to have an edge because they're used to a stage or a spotlight like the one they're going to be playing on. Even Rixta, you'd be surprised what a difference it makes. Man, I can't wait to watch. It's going to be sick. Yeah, there's going to be tears. Someone's going to cry, right? Maybe not on camera, but I promise you, that night, someone's going to cry. I mean, the stakes are too high. It's like the Olympics, except without any of the muscles. Run It Black is already crying. You know, there are just some people that it's really satisfying to make fun of them. And I feel like this does not happen by chance. It's done by the person themselves. They bring this on themselves. For one reason or another, it's not by chance. No way. It can't be.
Thank you.
It's not random NG. that we all like talking shit about Run It Black. He asks for it. He's responsible for his own environment. And you know what it is? He likes to be made fun of. He's the type. He wants that. He loves it. I mean, why else would you behave the way he does? It's kind of like Perfect Legend, too. I mean, why else would someone... Or Tom Brady. Tom Brady is another good example. How would these people possibly behave the way they do unless they obviously wanted a soundboard to be made off of their weird complaining? It's just the way it has to be. Can I play this game on the computer? Well, you could, but I have a feeling that you're gonna struggle with a lot of the steps involved to getting there. Because, I'm only saying that because of the way you asked that question. You said, can I play this game on the computer? The way you're referring to your computer is kind of like the way you would refer to a microwave. Can I put this
Thank you.
Tupperware in the microwave? Normally, someone would say, is this game available on Steam? So, I mean, there are so many questions involved now. I mean, obviously you have a computer, but is the computer going to be able to play it? I think so. The game requires moderately low, specs.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm sure the computer will likely play it. Well, but the rest of the story, that's up to you, kid. On the computer.